Have you ever looked up at the night sky and seen a bright, unwavering star? Well, chances are, you were looking at a planet, and if it was the brightest of them all, you were likely gazing upon Jupiter. This colossal world is not just big, it is stupendously, unimaginably enormous. To put it into perspective, if you were to gather all the other planets in our solar system, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and combine them into one single object, Jupiter would still be more than twice as massive. It is the undisputed king, a celestial monarch that reigns supreme over its planetary siblings. This isn't just a cosmic accident. Jupiter's immense size is a direct consequence of where it was born, what it is made of, and the relentless force of its own gravity. The story of Jupiter's greatness begins with a simple truth. It got a head start. In the early days of our solar system, about 4.5 billion years ago, our sun was just a newborn star surrounded by a vast, spinning disk of gas dust. This was the protoplanetary disk, the cosmic nursery from which all the planets would eventually form. Close to the young, hot sun, only rocky metallic materials could withstand the heat and condense into solid particles. This is where the small terrestrial planets like Mars were built. But farther out, where it was much colder, the rules of planet formation were entirely different. This is where Jupiter found its home, in a zone of unimaginable opportunity. Jupiter's sheer scale is almost impossible to fully comprehend. Its famous Great Red Spot, a swirling storm of crimson clouds that has raged for centuries, is itself wide enough to swallow our entire planet Earth whole. This is not just a weather pattern. It is a hurricane of a size that defies our terrestrial experience. The planet is adorned with vibrant, parallel bands of clouds, zones belts, that race around its circumference at incredible speeds, driven by powerful jet streams deep within its atmosphere. These colorful stripes are not merely decorative, they are the visible evidence of a dynamic and chaotic world, a true giant in every sense of the word. Understanding how this behemoth came to be is to understand the fundamental mechanics of how a solar system organizes itself. So, why is Jupiter the king? Why did it grow so much larger than any other world in our celestial neighborhood? The answer lies in a combination of three key factors that work together in perfect harmony. Location, composition, gravity. First, its location in the cold outer solar system gave it access to a wealth of building materials that were scarce closer to the sun. Second, its composition, being made almost entirely of the most abundant elements in the universe, allowed it to bulk up quickly. And third, the inescapable power of gravity created a feedback loop that turned a growing planet into a runaway giant. Let's journey back in time and explore how these forces conspired to create the magnificent behemoth we know as Jupiter. Unlike our rocky home, Jupiter is what we call a gas giant. This name is both descriptive and a little misleading. While it is primarily composed of gas, the conditions inside Jupiter are so extreme that these materials behave in ways we never see on Earth. The vast majority of Jupiter's mass, about 90%, is hydrogen. The remaining 10% is mostly helium, with trace amounts of other compounds like methane, water, and ammonia. These compounds create its colorful clouds. These are the very same elements that make up the sun and most visible matter in the universe. Jupiter is, in essence, a failed star, composed of star stuff, but lacking mass to ignite fusion. If you could take a journey deep into Jupiter's atmosphere, you would experience a dramatic transformation. The outer layers are gaseous clouds. As you descend, the pressure and temperature increase astronomically. About a quarter of the way down, hydrogen gas is compressed into liquid metallic hydrogen. In this exotic state, hydrogen's electrons are stripped and move freely, much like in a metal. This vast, swirling ocean of metallic hydrogen generates Jupiter's immensely powerful magnetic field, the strongest in our solar system. This composition is a direct result of its formation story. Jupiter grew so large and so quickly that its gravity held onto light elements like hydrogen and helium. Smaller planets like Earth lost those gases. Earth is made of heavier, rocky elements because the sun's heat and solar wind blew the light gases away early on. Jupiter, being farther out and more massive, kept its primordial gases. Its composition is a near-perfect sample of the original solar nebula, a priceless time capsule for scientists. It is 318 times more massive than Earth. It is over 1 to 300 times larger by volume. Its average density is low, about 1/4 of Earth's density. If you could find a bathtub large enough, Jupiter would float. This low density is a hallmark of a gas giant. It is not a solid, compact ball of rock. It is a colossal sphere of gas and liquid, puffed up by internal heat and made of the lightest materials. Its composition is the reason for its grand and imposing stature. So we return to our initial question: why is Jupiter so big? We have seen it was a perfect cosmic storm of opportunity. Location: beyond the frost line, where ice was abundant. Timing: it grew quickly, built a massive core, entered runaway gas accretion. Composition: the right stuff. Hydrogen, helium. Those factors, driven by gravity, created the king of planets. Jupiter's size reshaped the solar system's architecture. Its gravity acts as a cosmic gatekeeper. It flung comets into deep space. It flung asteroids into deep space. That protected the inner planets, including Earth. It also nudged water-rich asteroids toward Earth, and water-rich comets too, potentially delivering the water in our oceans. Jupiter is both guardian and disruptor. When you see that bright point in the night sky, it's not just a planet. It's the result of specific cosmic circumstances. A world that captured a piece of the primordial universe. A failed star whose gravity sculpted other worlds. The story of Jupiter's size is the story of our solar system's formation. A runaway giant, a snowball of ice and rock turned colossus of gas. Its existence is a key piece of the puzzle.